He's in again. Welcome back to the reel in the Dorset Stour. Me and my dad wanted to get back fishing for pike. We hadn't really targeted them in quite some time. We used to predominantly lure fish for pike and perch, and we felt it was a good time as February has historically been productive for us when they start to get more active.
Oh, that's the cormorant. Yeah.
Probably that one we saw earlier.
Yeah.
My dad was fishing with lures, but I decided to also bring along an 8-weight fly rod I'd built for a test run, but also to try and catch my first pike on a fly. The first issue with trying to fly fish a venue not typically fished by fly fishers is that there is often not a lot of space for a back cast, so in most swims I fished, before casting out a lure, I bow and arrow casted my fly around the margins in the hope of picking up a pike sat close into my feet. My confidence, however, in the fly dwindled as I lost a fish and had a follow on a lure, but this is likely just because I could get more distance with a spinning rod. Here you can see a pike of 4, maybe 5 pound turn at the last second. Most of the accessible swims had a bit of a slack in the near bank where pike could sit out of the main flow and ambush anything that came near. We covered each swim with a dozen casts or so before moving on, so we could find the fish, as they normally start grouping together more now, ready for spawning. After missing a couple of fish each in the morning, my dad landed his first, a nicely marked jack. Further downstream I got a decent hook up and landed a nice jack on a copper-toe shad.
Yeah, it's about 3 pound. No, not in there. Whoa. Yeah, about 4 pound maybe.
Then on the same bend, but a few metres along, there was plenty of space for me to properly cast the fly rod, so I gave it a go with a lime whistler fly, which is mostly marabou, but with a weighted Dorset Stour eye, which helped it sink in the flow. After a dozen casts or so, I turned off the GoPro to save the battery, thinking that was that in this swim. But on the next cast, right as I was finishing the retrieve and lifting the fly out of the water, a double-figure pike jumped to grab it, and I was in for a battle that would properly test the rod I'd built.
Hell. Jesus, it's a bloody monster. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's massive. It jumped out of the water. It took the fly out of the water.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
I am not joking.
Oh, that is a good fish. That is a good fish.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It knows we're here now.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks about 12 or 14.
Go on, Dad, quick.
I can't, son. I can't reach him.
That's it, you got it, you got it. Woo!
Oh, bloody hell. I reckon that.
Jesus Christ.
That's a good fish.
Look, right, let's get the mat out.
Yeah, better as.
Woo!
Jesus. What do you reckon he is? 10 or 12?
I thought so. Alright, so it's 14 with the
14
bag.
in the bag. Okay.
So
Right.
minus the weight of the bag, it was
Yeah,
£10 on the nose.
Yeah.
A stunning pike, but a catch made all the sweeter being my first on a fly and first on my rod that I'd built. It took me a minute to process and get fishing again. I carried on in the same spot, milking the opportunity in case there were more pike down there, and I hooked up one more time. Not a monster like the last one, but equally happy to have another on a fly.
He's in again. I don't know yet. Not as big. No, it's a jack. Still, I'll take it. No, it's only a little one. about 10, 12 foot away from the bank.
My dad came close to hooking another pike.
You're joking. Have another cast.
But as we got further downstream, the river got skinnier and faster with less slacks for pike to seek refuge in, so we headed back towards where we'd had more success, and my dad managed one more before the light really started to drop and we had to head off. We've got another day fishing together this month and are going to visit an old haunt for us, the Kennet and Avon Canal. I might leave the spinning rod at home this time, as catching on the fly is so much fun. And not only is there a good chance of a few pike on the canal, but we regularly used to catch big perch over £2 as well. So I might even be able to catch a big perch on the fly, which would just be awesome. Anyway, tight lines, and I'll see you in the next one.